So I guess we are live now, but there is no camera for some reason. Here we go, here I am. So, I hope you can hear me well because I've changed my microphone yesterday. Let me just try. Okay, so it seems to be working just fine. Perhaps it's not loud enough, I don't know. If I just increase, because I can increase the sound of it. Okay, so now it's perhaps better, I don't know. Perhaps it's too far away from my mouth. Anyway. So, where were we left? What should we do now? It's been quite a while since I streamed. So, not used to it anymore. Let me just grab the stream on my phone. Here we go. So let's continue the back end and the back office. Because that's what we started, right? I wonder if I have... Oh, but the mic? Yeah, okay, it's a good mic. And I guess there is some filter. And now I activated the noise cancellation, but I don't know if it's that great. That's okay. The sound quality is better, but we can still hear some background noise because of the AC or something. So let's continue. So where were we? What was the last commit? Oh, okay, yeah. Just did some refactoring. But now I assume that we're gonna need to we're going to need to just make different views for the quiz, because so far it's the same view for every type of quiz, like single choice, score versus range, etc, etc. So we need to change this in order to display different type of answers. So if we change the type, we should, for instance, versus, there is only two answers possible. So we need to fix this. I'll do the front end first. It's not what I want. I want this. There we go. So this is question option. And question option form is the model. What is here? And now I need to find a way I can reuse this component. Actually, can I reuse the entire component? I don't know. What is the parents of this component? Question option. It's in question.view. Okay, in this card, in card content, so this will have to change, at least the content of this thing. Perhaps you can keep the header. No, not even. You can't even keep the header. I think I'm gonna ask the AI to. No. So this will be only. And to duplicate this, and the problem is that this card right here is correct, so we need to change that. And we should call it question options. I don't even know where this component is. Question options. Here we go. And we will just copy and paste the entire content that is here, or at least directly the card. And paste it right here. The good part of it is that there is no think more settings model 74. Okay, fix the question.view and question options.view, add the logic. And let's see what the AI will do. Because question options directly inside of this inside of question option, I want to pass different components. That will represent the different type of question that I want to ask. Like the slider. It's quite long. So apparently finished. So let's see if it works. Yeah, it works. What did it change? I can remove a shit ton of things that is quite useless for now, and put it there, I guess. Yeah. Let's see if it works. Why I don't have the French language? Now we do have it. Boom. And we can move those. Boom. Boom. Hey Sam, what's up? I haven't seen you in a while. Yeah. I don't know. The last stream that I've done was... I don't even know when. Yeah, it was a week ago. Yeah. I'm too lazy to stream, that's why. I don't exactly know what functionality I should work on. Well, I know it, but it's like me trying to find a good design, and it's not great. So this thing should not be changeable when we edit it. But I try to, instead of doing... By the way, I don't know if you hear me better than previous times, like the previous live stream and stuff. I've changed my mic yesterday. But I try to do more YouTube videos instead. I think it could be nice. I think it could be nice. So this is it. And this should be... disabled. Exactly. And we should not change it, even though we should remove it from the submit question form. This should be directly on the type. Question the type. Yeah, okay, so this works. I haven't been on YouTube for a while. I'll check out your new videos soon. Well, it's not a great video. To be honest, the sound quality is pretty bad. That's why I changed my mic. I couldn't keep the old mic. It was too bad. But it's performing okay, I guess. Let me check the data. I mean, just have 200 views, but so now I should create a new component just in this element, or because I don't want to add an answer here if we have a type of range, for instance, or a type of versus. So this is type of range. I will ask the AI to just try to think for me. I want you to do the UX and UI in order to display a range that I can edit, for instance, being able to I think it's in my scratches file, but there's no. Do you remember me when I was talking about AI test automation? Would the AI browser? Yeah. I remember. I don't remember exactly, but yes, I do remember. So my scratches disappeared. That's unfortunate. Oh no, it's here. No, it's not. Fuck, I've lost. Never mind. I've lost the schema of my... Yeah, doesn't matter. Well, actually it does matter, but... create a range with a max and min with a stepper, like I want it to be suitable to answer question like how many fools there will be in the game, and user will be able to choose an exact number. It should also work for stuff like how points will be earned, will be scored during the game. Use shed cn, use context 7. Let's see. I'm adding test scheduling with AI, but I'm worried that running every schedule test through the library will burn too many tokens. I'm running test scheduling with AI, but I'm worried that running every schedule test through the library. Which library? Like the stagehand one? Or you want to make something like a concurrent of stage 1? Stagehand, sorry. I don't know how you could do this. The website is really cool though. Their website is really cool. What is this? Why do you create new component? I don't want him to create new component. Range input. Did you install anything? It's so sad that I've lost my mockup data. I don't know where it is. Why it has been deleted. That's the same thing. I should have been more precise in my prompt, because now he's doing a lot of work that I probably have to delete everything. Was try to get the AI to generate test script for Playwright so I could run that script on schedule, but the AI is using page selector that don't even exist. Perhaps you should like add a little script in JavaScript that extract every page selector. I don't know. Oh, this is quite interesting. But this is not correct. This is a slider or this is a range? This is not what I want. Let me grab the my shoulder. I'm gonna have to hide my screen for a bit because I'm going to search through classified element. No. Here we go. Here we go. I don't really know how you could fix your problem because I don't have the sites. I don't know exactly what you want to build, so I'm afraid I can't really help you. So how do they do this? Yeah, it's a slider then. But I don't exactly know how I'm going to build it. I felt that since it had the browser contextual pages from the library, it could be able to give the correct selector, but that was just wishful thinking, I guess. When you talk about the library, you're talking about Playwright? I forgot to put my Pomodoro, but I think no worries, bro, was just rambling. to go to see if my clothes are dry. Oh, no stagehand. No stagehand. It allows me to use natural language to interact with the browser. So you are using stagehand. But what's so you're building something on top of? I thought stagehand was already building the AI automation test. So I don't. Sorry, I don't really understand what's the purpose of your project then. No, station just give you the library to interact with the browser. So what's the difference between you and stagehand? You want an AI to create the stagehand action? Like, do you want the AI to generate this? Because if it's the case, if you want an AI that generate that, as you say, okay, I want to test this feature, and the AI will be able to generate this test. I think one option would be to create an MCP for stagehand. Just an idea like that. I'm thinking about how I could display my feature. Because I want a user to be able to select an answer by dragging a slider. I don't know why there is no label, like stepper on it. Dung 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 dung. Like that. I don't know. I don't know how I could build this. Should user, should admin enter all of those different This is doable. This is absolutely doable since it's just a range. But for now, let's just do the versus thing. So this is the range. This is single choice. And this is slider. I should be able to change the order of the question also then. That's something I didn't took in consideration. Anyway, what do you think about ChatGPT 5? I think it's quite bad. For coding, it's absolutely trash. Sorry if you like it, but I've tried it directly inside of my AI agent. Perhaps it's not the best way to use it, but it was so bad. It was so bad I had to downgrade to Sonnet 4 because Sonnet 4 was way better at coding. Yes, same. It's awful, man. No, I don't know why. Everybody seems to glaze it before the release, and now it's pretty bad. I don't know. I don't know. On the marketing, the market, it like they said on their paper that it was the best thing for front end development and stuff like this. Why it's just bad. Our smart model, yeah, for sure. For developer, yeah, generate front-end UI with minimal prompting and shows improvement. Personally, it's not good. It's not good. He said it was great and now he regret it. They probably had a enhanced version of GPT-5. I don't know, but it's not good. I prefer to code with ChatGPT 4 actually. I think they were paid a lot to glaze it, yeah, but he said, yeah, he's like I saw this video, like he was almost scared. There was a comment on it that is quite funny. Bro looks like he has seen the Epstein file, but anyway, and this is where he was saying that ChatGPT 5 was extremely good, and then a few days after, I was wrong about ChatGPT 5. I haven't seen this video though, but I guess they had an enhanced version or something. I don't know. I don't know if they have been paid a lot, but anyway, quite funny. It's quite sad though, because why don't we have the real version of it? I think they didn't have the same version as we have right now. It was something on special servers or something. I refuse to believe that it's and this is where I can directly create a new component that would be called question option This is the thing for yeah, I think it's just marketing. They just hide the model selection option now. ChatGPT might be. I think it's really ChatGPT 5, but I don't know why they didn't release it to the public. Probably because of money. I don't know. Music is too loud. I don't know if it's because it required too much power to run. I don't know if it's because I don't know actually. There's too much people on ChatGPT 5, so they cannot keep the GPU power. They cannot keep the load. I have no clue. But I had only bad experience with ChatGPT 5. Yeah, perhaps the thing I would use ChatGPT 5 for is just to analyze the code, to make a plan, and then I give the plan to Claude, so it will execute the plan. But for straight coding, nah, it's not good. Even for UI, they're marketing it for being really great at UI, but it just sucks. So yeah, it's sad. How could I do this? I want to pass the question. No, the question type. Yeah, I can directly pass the question type. Okay, so Viv. Single choice. Question type equal versus. Yes. I think it didn't lie, it's just a less powerful version, or they had access to an enhanced version. I don't know. I don't know why they would take the risk to lie to their audience, because they will obviously disappoint a lot of people, and this is what's happening right now. So I don't really know. versus type, but now I want to implement versus type. For the versus type, I need to have two question option card side by side with a VS between those two. The card should be empty, but at first, and visible even if they are empty. I do not need models. To add, and I do not need did it because it's mandatory to have to answer possible, to option possible since it's a versus. Let's see if it will work. Yeah, but how do you create the quiz? That's what I want to see. Question type, multi choice. It's not what I wanted. But I cannot edit the option to option, the two possible answer. Completely retarded. I think I'm gonna have to do it manually because this is absolute trash. And I don't really know how to explain it properly for the AI in order for her to one-shot the feature. I don't know if it's even possible. So you put back a okay. So far nothing is shown. Okay, so now I can edit it. It's not what I wanted. I would have preferred to be this, like the overall UX is okay. This I don't know why do we have this. And why does it put it there? Nobody knows. But I mean, it's okay. I think I can build on top of it. I don't know why is it that big though. Why there is a padding underneath? Like some margin or something. Why there is a main 8 of... I don't know. So this is the versus version. There we go. Where's the versus? Here we go. So this is okay. Why there is a VF? I think we should create the two questions by default. When we create a versus question, we should create default question with nullable elements in it, with nullable text. What am I building? I am building a team building solution for company, and right now I am building the quiz system in order for the employee to just answer quiz and earn points. This is a B2B related SaaS. Now I'm Vue over React. Yeah, I prefer. I hate React syntax. And Vue.js is the first thing, the first front-end framework I've learned. So that's why I'm using Vue. I know React is more trendy, and it's obviously better because of the community and stuff. But I kinda like Vue. I like the fact that you can write JavaScript directly inside of kind of HTML file, rather than writing HTML inside of functions. I prefer the way it works. That's all. I definitely should have done the design before doing this, before doing the front end, because doing the design and the front end at the same time, it's really suboptimal. Yeah, the migration. Nullable. It would have made your life so much easier. Yep, I agree. But the problem is that I'm not good at it. That's why I used Chatien and stuff. So far, the design is okay. Like for a admin dashboard, it did the job. But for the quizzes, this is where it's quite hard. Yeah, me too. I'm more technical than designing stuff. Even though I kind of appreciate a nice design, I'm not able to make one. But it's mostly in terms of UX rather than UI. And I don't find any inspiration on the internet for developing quiz systems that are not complicated, but where there is different type of question. If you have any, how do we say, example of websites or application stuff that have a quiz system that I could get inspired from, would be nice. It's basically like a form builder. So now I'm thinking about creating default value when I create a question. So For instance, the versus page would be already filled in with dummy data. That could be a solution. So yeah, let's do this. I don't even know where it is. Handle store question option, store question, update question, store question. So if if question type, why do I have multiple choice? This doesn't exist. Question type equal question type versus, no, versus, yeah, versus, then we should create two question option. With notable position 1 and then position 2, without any title and without any image. So let's delete this question and create another one. That question versus boom, we already have our two questions here. So this is okay. You can delete it, recreate it. So now we have our two questions. I wonder if I can, instead of recreating a question option, if I recreating a code, I can reuse the question option component. I don't know why I have this. VIF question option 0. I do have the question option 0. Why is it empty? So it hasn't been created. Strange. I had a question. Why does it doesn't work? Type versus. Versus. So why isn't equal? Strange, don't get it. Versus false. Doesn't make any sense. Versus. So why versus is not equal to versus? Oh. Okay, so now if I just retry. Here we go. So I can delete. Add a question. Versus and versus. Save. Now we should have our two option. Okay. And we sure enough we do. So the empty option should not exist. I can remove the condition here. Same thing for that. So no VLs. So no vuejs. There we go, and we can remove this condition, and sure enough it works. But now I'm wondering if it would be better to have a global component for this card here, like I do over there, with just parameter. I don't know. Let's make some tests and then we will refactor later. Title. Perhaps I should set the title by default. I don't know. This is so bad. Yeah, I should put the title by default. I'm not really convinced by what I do. Take it down, take it down. I'm not convinced at all, actually. Let's see, this component. Here we go. Here we go. So it does look a bit better. I can say, I don't know, France. Can I upload an image? Will it work? Yes, it will. Why have... okay, no, it's just the alt. So it seems to be working. Okay, so it does work. Text muted. Instead of this, instead of a versus, add a light of a verse, lightning, light, icon with phosphor, use context, so I don't know. If we'll be able... no. Is there a lightning icon? Yeah, lightning. But I don't use phosphor, what the fuck? On this project I do not use phosphor. I don't even know what I use. I use lucid icon, my bad. This thing. Zap. See in action, Vue.js. I can import that. Here we go, and then this is where I can import this. Class size 32. There we go, it's pretty ugly. I should change the color with a yellowish color. This could be better, I suppose. Like the yellow 200. It's a bit too light. 500, 400, 500, 300. Why there is such a colossal gap? Oh, there is a padding on this one. I can put the padding, but it will be only an MD EX4. Why there is a PX 6? No, so it's not handled this, handled there. It's handled on this thing. And there's nothing you can do about it. Because otherwise every aspect will change. Yeah, it's also padding 6. I could just decrease the size of the icon. The size should be the same. Item center, no. It should not be item center, it should be item stretch. Here we go. Now it starts looking like something. Even though it's far from perfect, of course. But I don't know if they'll be able to do something better. Yeah, this is quite okay, actually. I don't know why there is a group. I don't know why there is a relative, because there is no absolute. So can remove this. Yeah, this is really bad. I should extract this inside of another component rather than putting everything in the same place, because this is pretty bad. And for that, I would ask the AI because it's quite good at it. So for question options, I will create a new component called question options versus option versus options versus or option versus. Keep the S or not? No. I'm going to ask my fiddle friend AI refactor the question option component to extract the versus component functionality inside the question options versus component logic. Let's go. Let's see if it will be able to do what I asked. I think it will. Doing some refactoring, copy and pasting some portion of code is pretty easy for AI. I mean, I never got disappointed by Sonnet. Bum 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 bum. Yeah, so far so good. I wonder how we will implement the fact that he has to still run some condition in order to yeah. Yeah, so far it seems good. Okay. looks exactly the same, but here we do have the question option versus. So this is okay. I wonder if I should create a question option single choice then and rename it. My shoulder is hurting me right now. So now that we have the verses, I think I can commit. And this would be single choice. I think I could call this single choice. I'll take a 5-minute break. And I'll see you in 5 minutes. Welcome back. So I think I can refactor it. I don't need this. Why do I need this? I don't. One cool thing is that I could add there is an API, there is a library that provide every flag I don't know which library it is. Flag CDN. This is it. France. Okay, let's. And if I can I copy the CDN? How can I get the CDN of the flag, of the French flag? Because this is what I get here. This is how I extract it. Apparently no. How can I get the CDN? I want the CDN. I have to pay for it? No, I don't. That's what I thought. So for instance, if I put this inside of a database, will it work? No, it doesn't. And I have an error. Because it tried to, yeah, okay. I wanted to try, I lost. Because the method on the question option, the method to get the, it's in the resource. It's pretty bad if I put this in directly inside of resources. It's really not good. Yeah, this was what I've done and it's pretty bad. This should be redone. I should extract that and put this inside of a method inside of the model rather than putting this inside of the resource, because now I want to create a condition, like if this image starts with HTTPS, for instance, then we know it's directly the right endpoint, so we can directly send the endpoint without trying to extract it from my S3 storage. But right now we try to access the S3 storage from the HTTPS endpoint, which obviously don't work. Anyway. Rename a single choice. No. It's this one who has to be renamed. Question up. No, yeah, it's question option. That should be renamed. Question option single choice. Refactor. Here we go, and now in question option, to fix the import, single choice, and change it there, and go down and change it there. Here we go. Does it still work? Yes, it does. If I want to edit one, add an answer, save. Yes, it works. Go back, versus. Yeah, there's nothing. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Why the readme had changed? Okay, there's a typo. And now I try to use GPT-5, and I will ask him review the changes and see if there is any mistakes, or if there are place for if my edit can be improved, my work can be improved, my modification. I will see what he will answer. Now, in theory, if I ask question to ChatGPT, it should be okay. Like, it will be able to answer, and answer in a good way. But if I try to ask coding question and ask him to code, this is where it will get absolute trash. So let's see. Dun, 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 dun. So, summary of your changes. You have refactored the admin question page to extract all the question options. You're in the dedicated there's an ending for the new versus type project. This is a solid improvement in separation of concerns and readability. Below is a detailed review of issues found and actionable improvement. Component extraction and clarity. Question review now focuses on question code and different options management to question options that view. Okay. Potential runtime error in versus UI when option is inferior to 2. Yeah, but it won't be the case. I mean, it could be the case if they just target the endpoint, but come on. No one will do this. But it's true, it's a production issue, you should loop over it. In question option versus, you assume question exists. Exactly, this is the problem. I should loop over it. For existing questions or in a rare data race condition, the page could render before both options exist, leading to runtime error. Add a quotes before. So this is all he found. Continue. It's kind of weird that it's only that. Then we're gonna ask Claude Sonnet 4 to see if it say the same thing. I'm curious about it. Because this is pretty lightweight. And I assume my code is way more trash than it seems to be. But I don't know if you will be able to continue since I oh no, it's my code editor that doesn't work. Why? Okay, so actually there is more, way more. How to fix question and question option resource. If option question failure, you can end up with versus question. I don't care. Stop. And now we're gonna do the exact same prompt, but with Claude Sonnet. And let's see what it has to say. It's faster. So instead of bracket 0 brackets 1, I should loop. Should I loop? I'll see how to fix this. Because if I loop, I have to interpolate. So, what he has to say. Excellent component architecture issue. Okay, found the same issue. Backend logic enhancement needed. To control logic inconvenient. Improvement. Default option. Forage default option as option. Question option. Create option. Yeah, sure, but just nothing crazy, man. Problem. Yeah, I know that. Minor issues. Okay. You see? ChatGPT 5 hasn't found this. Stretch. How do you spell it? Item. Stretch. Here we go. Question option component under loading state while fetching update options. It's not the case. It is the case. Alright, safety checks. And now I'm gonna ask Claude to code. And then it will be over for today. I wanted to test the mic. Apparently it was working quite okay. And I unblock myself. Because now I have better understanding of how I could continue the project. How can I continue to implement a different type of question options inside of my UI and UX. Now it's far from perfect, of course, but and I need to create how do we say, the translation keys. I don't like that. Oh, I really do not. I think it's only on verses that we have to do this. Actually, everything is already set up except that. Why this is not translated? What? No, 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 no. It works, but I didn't ask him to do it. I just said add the safety checks. That's all, not the modifying my controller. Anyway. And now I will ask him to add the missing transaction keys. I don't know why he's still thinking. Oh, I'm tired today. We have trouble accessing LLMs. Damn. There is a bug. What is time in TC? TC time. So yeah, there is a bug on Cloud Code. On Cloud. Oh no, I cannot work anymore. I'm gonna have to ask there. But I mean, okay, it was over. It's over. Okay, so now is the question versus, yeah. Question versus add the missing translation keys to the lang file and translate them. Be careful, you forgot to create translation keys for those strings. Question, option not available, cannot edit missing option. C'est pas des options, c'est des answers. And he forgot to edit what I asked him to edit, which was this. There we go. Answer. Here we go. But it didn't translate this, which is pretty bad. I said there is a missing translation key here, and here. On the question option versus 5. Come on, why don't you understand? You don't understand anything. Oh, but no, it's me. Just have to remove this. Like, what the fuck? I'm just too stupid. And then the last one. Boom. And we are good to go, I believe. Now we can commit. And I think there is a tool called self-review with AI. I never tried it, so let's try it. I guess it will just fetch what I've done and just try to review. Potentially the duplication is a different option. However, it doesn't verify if the option already exists, but actually leading to duplication. No, man. No, it's okay. I didn't try though. So let's back to quiz. Out of this is. No, it works. It works as expected. Improbable. Damn, it's pretty good. Variable is like, it's pretty good because I add an answer to the question, so it's quite verbose. And it proposed me some alternative version, but I don't care. And this one is missing validation enforcement for type field ending. Inclusion of the field used with select. Yeah. I should transform when we edit a question. I should transform it in order to remove the fact that I don't want to pass the type. I don't want to do the type. Actually, it's just backend thing. I'm stupid. Just backend. I don't need to update the type. That's it. So now if I update the question, yeah, it works. Perfect. So we can commit everything. And we will push. Commit anyway. Here we go. So that's it for today, guys. Damn, it was 2 hours and a half. I didn't expect to stream that long. I thought it would be just only 1 hour.